I think we found our thing. Yeah, luckily these enemies are particularly blind and I don't feel like grinding for money. I can sense a target up ahead. Do you want to head in? Let's go. Yeah, worst comes to worst, if I have to reload because I got my ass kicked, I can always just warp to the save point and save a lot of time. Look, it's Sakota's shadow. That's him. Looks like he's some kind of hotshot. He's the guy really behind all that bullying, right? Yeah, if we want to stop the bullying, we gotta take him down. Let's go!
Yeah.
You think you can blame me for what I've done? Idiot, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Didn't you hear? Makes me right. No jerk's got the right to go around blackmailing people. The weak who can't survive in this world become prey for the strong. Nothing's wrong with that. You gotta be kidding, you're not strong, you're just a coward who won't get his hands dirty. Heh, and you're just a stupid dog that's all bark and no bite. Changing my mind, dogs are stronger than cats or mice. You're just trash, now die. What's up with his face? He's got like this weird line. Huh. Alright. Let me help you understand what survival of fittest truly means. I'll devour you. Okay, Hifumi Togo's Confidant ability allows you to switch out party members in mid-battle. On Dude's turn, you can select who to switch in by pressing the L2 button and selecting party on the order menu. Switching out party members will count as Dude's action for that particular turn. Also, you cannot switch out an afflicted teammate. Okay, so could I just, like, add people to the party? It's not something I want to do right now, though. Oh, right. We gotta be the right guy. Okay. High chance of confuse. Might not be able to confuse this sucker. That's okay, he doesn't do shit all damage to me. Yep, okay. Guess I just gotta kill this guy. Luckily, he is comically weak. Let's see. Door Hades. Oh, he's actually durable. Would you look at that? I guess I could just hit him. Save my MP, seeing as he's weak as shit anyway. Oh right, I have reflect dark moves. That's great. Yeah, couldn't confuse that boss, but that's okay. I'm not a loser. I'm strong. I'm strong. I am strong, aren't I? You lost because you're weak. No.
Hey.
Why don't you just admit that you've lost? You're acting kind of pathetic right now. Yes, I know I am. Alright, now it's time for you to get eaten. The strong eat the weak or something, right? When I'm done with you, there ain't gonna be nothing left but bone. You ready? Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Kidding. You don't gotta say sorry to us. Go apologize to who you really need to apologize to. Did they update it to prevent confusion against the bosses? Nope. Let's get the treasure. Okay, oh, hi? We got like a thing from him, maybe. Oh, wait, no, that was his treasure. So, certain bosses are immune to confusion. Good work, the battle went well. What's our next step? Should we keep exploring? Let's keep going. Yeah, certain bosses are immune to confusion. So, what I'm gonna do is just go into one of these boss fights. And, oh, I should test against one of the enemies. I'm gonna go into the boss fight, confuse on them. If I miss a couple of times, then it's clearly not it's not meant to be. Had pizza today to eat. I'm not feeling it right now. It was not good. Where's the rest of the Phantom Thieves? They don't fit well into the grinding setup that I have. It's okay. I mean, not a big deal. But yeah, if it's got a high resistance and Palimpa just has trouble, then I don't want to deal with it. Okay, so here's what I want to check. Party.
They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
Okay, so I can bring one party member in at a time. Oh my god, I forgot we have the Dancing All Night music going. Okay, well. Wait, win damage to all foes? Sure. I mean, these guys are chump skis. Do we have anything else? Nope. I guess we'll just do heavy curse damage to everybody. Call that close enough. Ooh, that does damage. Alright, so I'm just gonna stay away from battles. grinding here is not exactly my goal. The only grinding that I want to do is specifically for money.
All right.
Everything else is just going to be kind of a slow waste of time because all these guys are low level and weak. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of my ultimate goal to actually stream from probably, you know, for probably 7 hours starting earlier, if I can, and then just end earlier. It all also really depends on, like, the games that I play and stuff. One of the things I really want to do, as far as, like, YouTube and such goes, is slowly cut down so I'm only doing, like, say, 5 series a day. And just sustaining myself off of that. The problem is, growth is slow, and I'm stuck playing a lot of, like, games that are hella long, like this one, for example. Like, as much as I like Persona 5, if this is the only kind of thing I'd play, I think I'd actually be in trouble. And it would suck. Yeah, become a billionaire, never worry about money again. Hello, I can sense our target somewhere in this area. Let's scour this floor for him. Yeah, luckily, the enemies should still be fairly easy. But, I don't know. It's always one of those where there's also just like a billion new games coming out like every week, so it kind of becomes impossible for me to stay on top of them all. Luckily, there's a lot of like really bad games or games that I don't specifically enjoy playing. Like this week, Observer came out, which like I kind of liked, but the audience on YouTube really didn't like it, so I was just like, whatever. I give up.
Oh.
There he is. It's Odo, the shop manager. What an unpleasant smile. It's his customer service smile, right? Yet behind the scenes, he's extorting his subordinates. This guy might start doing it to his customers too. Who knows? That would be a disaster. Let's go. I mean, for him, probably. Welcome, welcome. How may I help you, ladies and gents of the Phantom Thieves? Why'd you blackmail your own employees? That's not normal. My shop is a directly managed store of a large chain. Since I'm highly competent, I'm in charge. I don't need strangers complaining about how I use the shop's money. Part-time workers are the property of the shop, thus, they are mine to use as I will. Property? Who do you think you are? I get it now. You pretend to be heroes, but you're all just criminals. I'm going to kill you. Not really sure about that last part. Let's go. Outlaws who dare trespass in my sanctuary prepare to be royally obliterated by my hand. Alright, Palimpa. That's the trick. How much money? Damn it. Accuracy evasion down. I guess that could be inconvenient, because I could miss. What the? Oh, moral support. Hey! Damn it. Give me money! You shit! I know specifically the parents are really good at dropping money. We're just gonna have to wait some serious time before they show up, I think. I don't know when they're gonna show up. Well, this is a mild nuisance. Come on, money. Money. Yes! 39,000. That's pretty bad, actually. I can get better than this. Screw this guy. Well, I should probably actually, let's try again. A little bit more. 39,000 is pretty damn low. But maybe no. It'll just be about the same. Well, that's okay. Sure they didn't nerf it. I don't think they've updated this game, actually. Like, I could be wrong. I mean, I wouldn't mind just picking up, like, 100K or something like that. So what AAA games am I going to be picking up in the near future? Maybe the Mario Raving Rabbids game. I'm kind of on the wall on that one just because it's an Ubisoft product and a Nintendo product, which means I might not actually make money from it. It really depends on if it's covered under the Nintendo Creators Program. Shoot, I'm trying to think of more recent ones. There's maybe the new Wolfenstein game, but I'd feel weird not playing the previous one beforehand. I mean, there's Metro Exodus. There's a lot more coming out in next year that I'm interested in than this year, specifically. Because I think they pushed off like a lot of the AAA releases that I want. Like Dragon Quest XI, I thought was coming out this year, but I guess it's getting pushed off, which sucks because I really want to play Dragon Quest XI. Because it looks amazing, actually. So now Destiny 2. I will be playing Destiny 2. Sorry, I forgot about Destiny 2 as a AAA product, because for me, multiplayer is kind of a separate deal entirely. Because multiplayer is something that I play with my friends. When I'm thinking of, like, upcoming stuff that I play... Oops. When I think of, like, multiplayer... Or when I think of multiplayer stuff, it's like, it's a separate category entirely in my mind. Yeah, like a Way Out next year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know who I'm going to do a Way Out with. I'm probably going to do a Way Out with Bird, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'll probably do a Way Out with Bird, and Keith will do a Way Out with Andrew, so I don't have to worry too much about... There we go. Yeah, this guy just isn't paying out particularly well. But yeah, no, you're totally correct that that Destiny 2 counts as AAA. I just forget about it because, like, my personal schedule is a much more focused thing. Oh no, he knocked me down. Well, I guess I might as well just turn on Rush, because I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh, he's resistant to physical. Oh well. I'm sorry, I'm really not worthy of being the store Am I really not worthy of being the store manager? You're fired. No. I remember now. Employees aren't property, they're human beings. And yet, I took advantage of them. I've done bad things. Talk about a horrible workplace. I don't know how I can ever make up for this. You've done quite a bit more, haven't you? It'd be best if you just confess everything. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to Destiny 2. Huh? Are those Chinese desserts or something? I see, so he's lining his own pockets. Yeah, the other game, more immediately, the game I'm looking forward to is Dauntless. Comes out day after tomorrow. I have access to the closed alpha, which should be real fun. And I'll actually be able to stream and record that. Good work, the battle went well. What's our next step? Should we keep exploring? Keep going. Okay, so that puts us at... Yeah, I could have actually crested 2 mil if I waited a little bit more, but still, I'm fairly certain we can get more money from one of the later bosses. We got 10 bosses to fight while we're in here. One of them's got to pay real well, and we'll find out. I think I'm just going to keep soloing it with Dude. I don't think this is going to get hard, though I should probably remember to save when I get the chance. I've noticed I've been getting a little bit more, interactive? I don't know. I've been trying to play more games that specifically can include fans lately.
Want something goofier? There's always a Hyotoko mask.
I never know if it's actually like a good idea to do so, because it seems like I do get a bit of a drop in views. But like the Guild Wars 2 thing, Path of Exile, Dauntless coming out. What about Super Mario Odyssey? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Super Mario Odyssey is probably... So the problem with Super Mario Odyssey, and really any primetime Nintendo product, is ultimately, main Nintendo products don't make me money, and this is, like, my livelihood. I think I'll put Super Mario Odyssey up as a sponsored series candidate, so people can vote on me to play that one as a series. But, like, the shitty part about, Super Mario Odyssey is, like, I played through Breath of the Wild. For an 80 episode series, 70 or 80 episode series, I made $11. Oh crap. That bastard looks like he's been eating well lately. He made a mistake in rushing a drug's development, and now he intends for his subordinate to take the fall. People might die if we don't change his heart, and a good doctor will have to quit. Yeah, we gotta do something. like, I will play a game if it's like, I'm super interested in it. Like Metroid 4, I'll probably play that one. Super Mario Odyssey, I'd like to, but I'm not as interested about it. Everyone is trash. As head of the medical office, I'm superior to everyone. I deserve all your respect. You should be begging to have me examine you. Be grateful I have the compassion to fix you trash. Give it up. Oh, you're that kid. Who is it? Takemi's. How is she doing? She was so depressed when she heard her patient died. Oh, I'm so worried about her. Poor girl. It's been so long since I felt so exhilarated. Did she quit being a doctor yet? If she hasn't, then tell her she better hurry up. You're the one who should quit. What? You dare talk to me, your superior, like that? Your diagnosis is arrogance, with no chance of recovery. I better treat you right away. I'll blame your death on Takemi messing up again. Let's see. Want to see him play Shadow of War. I am super on the wall about Shadow of War. Mainly because I liked Shadow of Mordor a lot. Feel the power of medicine. So I'm super on the wall about Shadow of War because I played Shadow of Mordor and it was like kind of messy. You know, the review policy and whatnot. And it was a good game, but like it was just super sketchy how they like treated everything. Oh, please drop money on me, man. Don't just sit there. God damn it. Because he does like no damage. But so like Shadow of Mordor was sketchy to begin with, and Shadow of War looks like it's going to be worse with the microtransaction boxes. So like I might do it. I'm super tempted to do so, but like it's hard to play a game that looks that like it looks like it's probably going to try and like fleece money out of me. Like it reminds me of Fortnite in a bad way. Yeah, so this guy might not be worth it just because he only pays out very occasionally. Oh, no, maybe now he's doing it. Okay. Let's see, my HP is doing kind of okay. I mean, he does like no damage to me. So there's that. But I'm just super leery about AAA games, especially when they have microtransaction boxes and extreme like limitations on reviews and whatnot. Like I'd rather play Destiny 2, which is upfront and honest about being hella expensive, than a game that like tries to fleece money out of you so you don't have to grind as much. Because there are some games where I'm like totally fine with that sort of thing, like a little EXP booster, or like the EXP boost in Albion was kind of okay for like a little bit, but if it's just like, oh, you're not strong enough to take on this orc stronghold, well, you could buy like a loot box and it will go faster, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. So I'll have to see what the reviewers say. If the reviewers are like super upfront and honest and they're like, yeah, this is a piece of crap, I won't get it. So it probably won't be like a launch day series for me, at the very least. It's kind of why I like indie games, because like even like No Man's Sky, which was kind of overpriced, at least it wasn't like actively trying to fleece me out of yet more money. Though I guess they did have the whole super goddamn vague the like incredibly vague interviews, which never really helped. Let's use an item. I got like 1 billion devil fruit. Might as well just use them. Give me money. No, stop giving me these. Shadow of Mordor was a terrible game, honestly. I actually rather liked it. I thought Shadow of Mordor was fairly well handled. It was ugly as shit, but it was probably one of the more interesting open world games I've ever played. Up until Breath of the Wild, which was amazing. Let's see, am I forgetting about Kingdom Hearts 3? I'm not forgetting about Kingdom Hearts 3. That's actually something that I'm gonna have to really sit down and, that's something I'm gonna have to sit down and actually, you know, start churning through the Kingdom Hearts games again. Main issue is, just time. I was kind of hoping I could finish Persona before I go back to Kingdom Hearts. But I will also admit, I actually don't think of JRPGs as much when it comes to AAA, because I think as a rule from now on, unless it's like multiple amazing JRPGs at the same time, I'm leery about playing them all simultaneously because I get really burnt out on JRPGs. So I've specifically got, you know, next year I've got Dragon Quest XI, I got Dragon Quest XI and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Was that it? DQ11, Xenoblade X2, Xenoblade 2, not X2. I don't know, but that's 3 JRPGs coming out in kind of the same general couple of months, which is really worrying for me because the idea of 3 long-term JRPGs stacked up is like that could destroy me in a really bad way. I mean, luckily, I'd wager that I could beat all of them in a much faster timescale than, say, this game. As long as they're not as long as this, it wouldn't be so bad. I wonder if I can change her costume. I don't think I can, which sucks a bit. Alright, well, I think I've gotten enough money out of this guy. So I guess let's just beat on him. Oh yeah, there's also Ni no Kuni too. God damn, that's 4 JRPGs coming out in like short order. And I might commit to them, especially if people actually enjoy watching them. I don't know. How come I'm not good enough? I want to save people's lives and I want to do something great and I help make medical history. But I'm just a mediocre doctor. I've only gotten promoted because of my university connections. Takemi, though, was so creative. She had all these ideas and her techniques were so extraordinary. Everything I ever wanted, fame, prestige, she earned it in just a few short years. I was jealous of her, and that's why I tried to take all the credit for her new drug. You're an awful person. Ha ha. If only there were a medication that works on jealousy. Takemi's patient isn't dead. I thought she wouldn't recover, so I moved her to a hospice wing for terminally ill patients. But that patient didn't believe my diagnosis. She ended up transferring to another hospital. Of course, transferring to another hospital makes her own hospital and university look bad. That's why I made everyone tell the same lie. The patient chose to leave the hospice and then died. She doesn't have much time left, but maybe Takemi could do something about it. Okay, it sounds like the patient's still alive. I should tell Takemi about it right away. Talking about games with fans, would I ever play Town of Salem? Yeah, good work. That battle went well. What's our next step? Should we keep exploring? Yes. My problem with Town of Salem is a couple of things. One, streaming it with fans would be awful just because everybody would know exactly what I'm doing, so stream sniping would become kind of the norm. Maybe someday. I mean, personally, I'd prefer stuff like Prop Hunt and Gmod, which is a little bit more accessible and fun. I miss the old days of Sonic Racing Transform, too. Oh, they're actually running away from me. Well, I guess I'm super over-leveled for this area. Because, like, Town of Salem is kind of a neat idea, but the execution doesn't lend itself well to this sort of thing. And I've also, I've had it for years. Part of it is also I'm always kind of a little bit bitter. And I know my friends hate the game, so it's kind of like, if I played Town of Salem, I'd be on my own, and I'm not entirely sure if I could make that work. I guess a lot of things are entirely determined by how large my channel gets over the next 2 years. Because, like, I know people kind of want me to stay the same so I don't become, like, you know, just bloated with popularity and whatnot. But at the same time, I can't afford to, like, just goof off too much. Which is kind of brutal. Because I would mess around on streams a heck of a lot more often if I could. If I knew it wouldn't just immediately affect my, my ability to pay bills. I talk about this way too often. And so, like, usually I try and pick stuff that I'm both going to enjoy and do well with. And I know stuff like Town of Salem, I probably wouldn't be able to put on YouTube, specifically. And so it's like, that would be the only thing, that would be something I could only do if I could stream it, and even then it's like, what's this? Oh, this is the way down. Okay, there we go. But yeah, sniping would be a serious problem. Not the end of the world, of course.
There's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
Yeah, personally, I want to find a good racing game to play with fans again, because like we used to play Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed on stream as like this big, huge group event. We'd like fill out whole lobbies and stuff. And admittedly, like Sonic Racing Transformed is staled pretty hard, but like I would 100% play that again. That again? Maybe not that again, but you know, another good kart racer on Steam. Probably not Mario Kart because Nintendo's the fuck, but...
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's...
I guess prop hunt with fans would be particularly rough too, because everybody could just stream snipe me.
hard to drive on the rails.
I don't know.
Really? I thought you drove on it because you liked it.
I guess there's really, like, not a whole lot of reason I'm even opening these treasure chests. Or filling out the maps. I could just probably zip straight through. This is why I like stuff like Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 2, Path of Exile, Dauntless tomorrow. Alright, let's take 5. Yeah, just don't play as the props ever. I guess that technically would count. Sort of. Yeah, I won't be going back for the plant. Are the DLC personas worth the purchase? Maybe some of them? I don't know. I'd say at least like a couple of the high level ones like Thanatos and Messiah would be worth it. Honestly, all of them are amazing. It's just a matter of like what you're looking for. But you know, stuff like Guild Wars 2, Path of Exile, Dauntless, and so on and so forth. Those are games that I can play with fans super easily because I know that everybody will kind of have fun with it.
3 enemies. They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
Whereas like you know, competitive short things are a little bit harder because it's not really working towards the goal, so it's hard to just do that normally. Whereas like I bring up Dauntless, it's effectively a Monster Hunter like game.
Let's go.
Getting fans to join me in a lobby while we go off to like, you know, hunt some big beast or whatever, like that'd be super cool because
There's a shadow.
that'd be super cool because otherwise I'm just gonna be stuck in a lobby with a couple of randos that
This engine
like
doesn't
who
sound
gives
so
a shit
bad
about
either.
randos? I'd much rather have fans help me with that sort of thing.
Is that a rare one? Don't let it get away.
Okay.
This is your chance. Hit him where it hurts.
Well, apparently he's weak to
Enemies defeated.
he's weak to that. Awesome.
Good
A little
work,
bit
everyone.
over grinding on dude, but that's okay. I guess it's not actually worth that much here.
Leave the noobs and let's go.
Because I bring up Guild Wars multiple times, like I brought it up multiple times now, but it's super fun running around with like a gank squad made out of fans. That's like a fun thing. Can sense our target somewhere in the area. Let's scour the floor with them. It was just the level 10 one. Yeah, it was not as cool as I thought it was going to be. We got a lot of mementos to go through tonight. Luckily, we can make a whole bunch of money. I'm probably not going to do too much unless one of them gives me in the hundreds of thousands. At which point, then it'd be worth it.
How many shadows are there?
Hey, that's a treasure chest. It's
Oh, I guess I'm surrounded now by these guys.
4 enemies. You're surrounded.
Oh no, whatever will I do? Actually, the accuracy evasion thing might be a bit of a pain in the butt. Well, that's okay. We should probably switch back to Thanatos. Otherwise, problems.
Don't defeat 2 enemies.
Alright, I'll just turn on auto, because casting that twice would be silly. They barely do damage to me to begin with. Run away. Nah, don't care. I can kill him. I mean, look at how much damage I do. There we go. Yeah, my accuracy is more than good enough to grab them.
Just like I thought.
Yeah, I guess on the topic of Destiny 2, seeing as that was brought up, I'm super looking forward to running, you know, strikes and stuff with fans when people aren't available to play with me. Because I know Keith isn't always going to be around, and Shell has her own stuff to do.
3 enemies. They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
So it would be, you know, it would be rather enjoyable to... I guess I could actually pull out the full party now that I'm thinking about it, at least for a little while. Because we get a little bit before I just have to fight the bosses.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. That way we're not wasting resources here. So we want Morgana, Yusuke, and Makoto. There we go. Do we get another Navi character? I have no idea. Interesting question. But yeah, I would rather enjoy playing...
They're weak, but physical attacks won't help here.
Let's go.
I would rather enjoy playing Destiny 2 with fans here and there. Just kind of whenever I'm like free and open, having like just guests show up and help out would be super nice. And who knows, maybe we'll do some raids and stuff, because I don't know who else we're gonna have as like a... I don't know who else we're gonna have as like assistants.
Alright.
I'm close to a boss. Yeah, but I can before I go through the door, I can take off the party. The hell is that rainbow fluff ball? That is Morgana.
They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
If I remember right, this is Madarame's
No time to waste.
equivalent for people. Wow.
Okay, let's move on.
Kind of garbage. Oh, that's okay.